Hello there, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, and today we're talk about episode 3 and episode 4 of Velma. Of course, I'm doing this one video, depends how well it does, and people actually like it. I continue on the next episode, episode 5, and episode 6, and so forth to the end of the series. But if you don't like it, this is the only video I will make, and just wait the whole series to the end to review it. Besides that, let's get started. My name is Rachel, let's talk about Velma. Now, Velma episode 3, episode 4 was sort of a little better, a little strange, but still the same thing you watch episode 1 and episode 2. Episode 3, you follow basically Velma and Daphne sort of falling out relationship. The reason why both of them sort of get out of their own lives. And also kind of explores their relationship. They do like each other, but also realizing they could be also gay. But on top of all this, episode 3 also come back to the mystery aspect of Velma that wouldn't happen to Velma's mom, because they do come up with the kind of the paperwork that Velma asked for Daphne to give it to her to find out what was her mom last moment people saw her. And that's all followed with Fred, who went to prison because Velma point him as sort of the man who basically disappeared all the girls. But you find out that the Fred kind of didn't do nothing with it. In fact, he doesn't really want to talk to Velma because, I mean, of course, you want to talk to the person who put you in jail. I mean, it sort of makes sense. But they sort of make another kind of interesting move of this, that they make Velma her sort of kind of panic attacks reappear on the wrong time and in prison, and they kicked her out for that. But because of that, they leave Shaggy to sort of come up with a different way to talk to Fred, to convince him to open up, to understand how he acts. He also gave me information about Velma's mom that actually worked with the simple joke of he needed a vest, a therapy vest, because supposedly in this world, the therapy vest is sort of the Wonder Woman lasso of truth. Wear it, then everyone will open up to you. And that's sort of the joke. Ironically, that works. Fred tells what actually happened, but in the very end, it didn't really help because Fred didn't really know much because the father kind of brainwashing him to ignore everybody except him. And that's sort of the joke. And the other half of the story, you follow Velma and Daphne realizing what was wrong in the relationship. The reason why they fall out is because Velma, after her mom disappeared, she shut everyone down, making excuses and putting other people's reason why she's like that. At the very end is herself, because she's the one who basically breaking down. And this is the whole point of the story, realizing, yeah, maybe all the wrong things is her fault, not everybody else. And that's sort of an interesting direction to actually go with, especially how they still left that kind of romantic cliffhanger with Velma and Daphne, and that's sort of the interesting part. But all of that, episode 4 leads with another murder, and this time they find out, oh, it's not Fred, we must let go of Fred. And Fred is sort of pissed off of Velma because Velma who put him there. But ironically, Velma needs Fred's help because they made her to be the one who made the top sexiest girls in school, because they don't want to be sort of kind of fairyism, so they let her to do all the work because she's the one who called the BS of that. Now she had to ask Fred help to help her to choose which is the most hardest children to protect them from the serial killer. And once again, that's supposed to be funny. I don't know you, it was okay, but all of that is kind of more interesting, that Fred realizing maybe he's an asshole, especially with Velma given a book of female perspective, and he sort of accidentally read the book because he thought, oh, it's about chicks. That's all he needs to know. Till he actually realized, no, it's more kind of respecting women. Now he actually read it. He now obsessed with very non-feminine women like Velma. Now he wanted to date Velma. He told Velma, tells him, you think that's kind of stupid? You think this is not gonna work because you read this stupid book? That he doesn't realize he's being the same thing, just deprogramming. That could be really funny, but at the same time, you know how this show really is. But a little bit, you found out also plot B of episode 4 of what Daphne realizing, triggering a memory about her past, that her infancy she was sort of in cave, thanks to Shaggy, who was sort of explaining the story of Crystal Cove and what is this special town, what is sort of known for this sort of crystals, and that sort of triggered her memory, and she want to go this sort of abandoned sort of mine where all the crystals belong, because that could be a clue. But it also defined Daphne, who she is, an adventurer. He also defined Shaggy that he's a coward. Once again, sort of a hilarious point of view, but it works. Of course, I think one of the things I like these 2 episodes is sort of defining Velma and Daphne, because the very end is sort of about them most. Also understanding both ladies are sort of unhinged, very weird, out there. The reason why their relationship works so well because they're just so entertaining. Although that's the only thing I feel was sort of really interesting. Also Shaggy started being assessed. Besides that, there was a rumor about Scooby that he was in there just swapped by a girl, an African popular girl that used to be of Daphne's clique, and that is just a rumor. There is a girl that not yet confirmed. Hopefully not, because you replace Scooby for her, there'll be a lot of heads rolling right now. But besides that, the whole show was it was a little better, a little bit more entertaining, a little bit more mystery, but not yet there. Hopefully it got better in the next 2 episodes. I don't know about you. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day.